Alright guys, it's Lizzie here. I just wanted to do a quick video about the Labyrinth Deluxe pieces which Riverhorse have only released so far through the pre-order. If you've not applied for the subscription newsletter, then you would not have received an email about pre-ordering these pieces before they come out next year. So if anybody is interested in them, then you've got to wait until next year until the email goes out again. So the main reason why I'm making this video is, unfortunately, a lot of people have suffered problems with these figures. A lot of people have ordered the figures, and mainly Ludo has had significant problems. A lot of the Ludo figures' tails have been coming off, because that's his tail. Unfortunately for my figure, I have had problems with, I don't know if you see near the ear, there is a hole and it looks like whitish gunk is coming out of it. Basically, I've had problems with this figure. I've had no problems with any other figure, and what appears to have happened is apparently resin has basically it's created uncured resin from inside has leaked out, and it's created a hole due to temperature change, and apparently it's been leaking out, and every so often it was bubbling. So I'm gonna put a separate video just to show you that and what was happening. Riverhorse have been made aware, and they are going to send me a full replacement set after Christmas, which is unfortunate because that means I have to wait until Christmas. Apparently uncured resin is dangerous. It can be extremely harmful to the skin. I'm lucky that this resin has not leaked all over the figure, it's just been near the ear, so I've not really touched near the ear, just to make myself safe, which is extremely unfortunate. When you make resin, you have different components and things you have to mix together. If it's not mixed well, it creates uncured resin, and apparently what was happening was it was coming out of the figure in a kind of air bubble hole, and it started leaking through. Considering I paid nearly £100 for this set, I had to wait. It was 2 weeks late, it arrived. No shipping confirmation. They turned up. The box was slightly bent. I opened it. Everything was fine. Sir Didymus on the bottom. Unfortunately, yeah, fluff has already attached. I'm going to have to rip that off. As you can see, all the felt bit is just, look at that, it's awful, a shoddy job. It's not even accurate, it's just completely over where it should be. So yeah, so despite the problem with Ludo, everyone seems to have problems with Ludo. All the other figures seem fine. I know somebody that's had problems with Sir Didymus where what's happened is the paint job has come off and the resin or something to do with the agent has come off and it's turned the base blue. So that is unfortunate. The details on these figures are brilliant though, I've got to admit. They are 75% larger than the other figures. I'm just going to bring some now to show you a comparison on how they are. Alright, so I've got the original figures here, the tiny ones that have come from the original game set. So I'm just going to show you a comparison of size of Sir Didymus. So this is the original, if it focuses. Sir Didymus, incredibly detailed, incredibly small. I'd say maybe about 2 inches or something. He's incredibly small. So that's that one. And this, I hope I don't knock off any other figures, is the deluxe version. So apparently these are 75% bigger. You can't get much detail on this one, which is unfortunate because it's so small, and look at the details on the paint job is insane. But look at the difference in size. And the detail is incredible. I think the Sir Didymus one is the best one. Look at the detail on his fur. I wish they'd done maybe the design for his blanket, but I have to admit it's absolutely gorgeous. It's heavy, they are heavy, made out of resin, and they are absolutely gorgeous. The only problem is, and I've got a major concern, and these figures are just falling over now, I think the Ludo one is definitely the massive one. Look at that compared to size. Is incredible. That is probably the size of my hand, which is this, is probably the size of Ludo altogether. So he's massive. The only concern I've got with these figures is the price. I paid £90 for this set. It's meant to be made out of resin. And a lot of the bases, especially on Jareth's, is rough. It's completely rough. It's meant to be smooth. Sarah's is smooth. Hoggle's is smooth. Ludo's is incredibly rough on the base. The fact that I paid £90, I'm not happy. I waited 2 weeks late for the set. I received no shipping confirmation. These sets are meant to be quality. The paint job isn't quality in my opinion. I wished they had come grey so you could paint them, you know, like that, because that would have been incredible to paint. I would have loved them painted, but I kind of like them gold. They almost look Oscar-like, which is cool. I like the sizes of them. I prefer them to the miniatures actually, because the miniatures are so tiny. The miniatures in my hand literally fit like this, and the other ones are almost the size of my hand upwards, so they are incredible, and they are weighted. The only thing I don't like is the fact that a lot of people have had problems with this figure set. It's only just come out as a pre-order. As I've said, lots of Ludo tails have been snapping. The paint has come off a lot of people's bottom pieces. The Ludo for mine had resin coming out and bubbling out of it. And overall, it shouldn't have passed quality control, which I'm extremely furious at. Not only as a fan, but as somebody who pre-ordered these back in July and paid for them back in July. It's completely not acceptable. This should never have happened. I would recommend waiting for these figures. If you want them, wait until they come out next year, and also wait until they are passed. I hope that Riverhorse learn from their mistakes. I am going to receive another set, luckily. I'm going to receive a replacement, which is good. The Ludo is going to be left in a plastic container to make sure there's no contamination. It seems to have stopped now, the bubbling, but I want to be better. I want to be better safe than sorry about the figure. It's not leaked again, which is good, but it's not acceptable, you know, that the fact that these figures are going out and they're clearly not being checked. I know people that have received tails that have snapped in the box, backdrops that have dropped, and it's just not acceptable. I'm really not happy. I hope that these figures are redone. I hope Riverhorse learns that people aren't happy with this set. I'd recommend waiting till it comes down to about 40-50 quid if it does. I don't think it will. I think Riverhorse have played a gamble with these figures. I think they should have gone to another manufacturer. I just hope that the other figures are improved for when people buy them next year. I'm thankful that Riverhorse is sending me another set, but it's something that should never have happened. And I have to say that, you know, I can't, you know, say, oh, I'm glad I get another set, there's nothing wrong, when there is something wrong, and I've had to discuss that. But yeah, so these are the figures. They are lovely, and I'm going to move these so I don't break them, and Sarah's fallen, because my backdrop isn't flat. But yeah, the figures are nice though. I love the back. The back is gorgeous. These figures seem fine. I don't like the felt because that's completely off. They look nice though, I'm not going to lie. They're gorgeous. But, yeah. they're just not worth £90 for sure. Definitely not. But they are really nice. I can't not agree. They are nice quality. I think Sedimus is the best one in quality. Look at that. It's very intricate, which I'm pleased with. But I'm not happy with Ludo because of the problem I've had and the fact that he is damaged and resin has come out, and you can see the hole clearly there. I'm now going to put him away in a box. I'm going to keep him out of the room. I don't know if it's dangerous what's been coming out of him, but yeah, he's even had some weird, I don't know if that's anything that's come out, but yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on this one, but I'm not happy. It's quite dangerous. Yeah. So that was my short thoughts on the set. If you're interested in the set, the box is massive, so I'm just gonna, I don't know if I can fit this in or not. It's it looks like this, and you've got all the characters on it, which I can't move unfortunately. But yeah, it's that one. It's because the box is too big for me to show you, but yeah, overall I would probably give the set a 6 out of 10, mainly because of the problems that people have had with the figures. So yeah, I think that's it.